hop royalty in the building, man.
Shit, whatever.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Second generation, man, of hip hop royalty, man. How does that feel, man?
I mean,
carrying that legacy down.
It's really cool, bro. You know, you make me feel even cooler now. Yeah, I said it like that, but that's dope.
Is it a lot of pressure having that last name? Really, first and last, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, that's really my name, so yeah, Suge, and you know, it's nice. Nice we got a, you know, a cool legacy. So yeah, no, it's a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm proud as anybody else who's probably part of their name.
Yeah, man. You know, you got the EDM rap going. You got the clothing brands. You got the show. You know, what are you? Are you a creative? Or are you a hustler? Or are you at the real estate? I mean, what are you? Like, what's the title should I call you? What should I refer to you as?
You know, you can just refer me to as an entrepreneur. You know, I did some real estate. You know, I started out with a TV show, VH1. That's cool. But now I just mostly I work behind the scenes with this licensing, and then I do my merchandise. Okay. So I got it out the mud just like every other successful person. Yeah. You know, just different routes. Yeah,
and you getting it out the mud. I noticing brick by brick, and it feels like you really don't have to. It seems like you could, you know, ride out the coattail, but you literally, you know, Suge Jacob night. It's separate. That's how I look at it.
You know, bro, I really appreciate that, how that sounds, because you making me feel like I make it look easy, and that sounds cool, bro. But it ain't easy out here. I don't think none of us have an easy route. So this is brick by brick is correct though, because you know, at first it was like Suge, you know, they think of my pops, and then you know they think of him probably like some record deal, death row, and then like, you know, maybe hanging a nigga over a balcony or something.
I was about to ask you that.
something crazy, some shit like, you know, big Suge story. But nah, man, I just been putting in the work, bro, and everybody saw that I had my own lane in the real estate world. I started out was rapping, and I was like, you know, that was some cool young dude stuff, because my main dream thing was like to be like a writer. Yeah. But you know, the industry changed, so it ain't that much, you know, bread going around, because everybody got their hands in the pot. Yep. So I don't know. I just thank God for the path that He has me on.
Yeah, man, that's interesting, man. And do you find it, like you say, with that last name and the legacy, do you find that harder? Is it more, you know, opposition? Maybe people who didn't favor your pops or was feared. Do you feel like anybody get in your way or hate on you because of, you know, the legacy?
That's a good question, man. But I don't really think it's like hard or easy or anything like that. It has its benefits. I think it's kind of like anybody's life is kind of similar. So So I don't know. I live my life, and I know that I have my strengths and weaknesses, just like everybody else know what their strengths and weaknesses to move up.
That's good. Yeah. Any allies of your father that made you feel like, you know, this is uncle right here. This is uncle. I know it's crazy in you know, the height of death row, or when it really came about, that's when you was just being born though.
That part is true, bro. So
did you develop any uncles, or, you know?
I mean, yeah, I got developed uncles, but you know, it's been a long time. You know, the death row era is a long time ago, and like, hell, some people was my dad's friends, some of his not his friends anymore. So I don't know. The uncles is like, I don't really know too many of them dudes. You know what I'm feeling me? Exactly. You know, his friendship is different.
Exactly. I believe it. Yeah, because I would think that you automatically got to inherit, you know, whatever problems he had, you would have them, or the good things. But like I said, you did your own thing. You got the overnight.
Yeah, overnight entertainment. I started out as a label, and then, you know, we just moved over. We still a label, but it's more distribution. Okay. Like there's no point becoming a label. Yeah. It's just not economically or financially smart, because you're just competing with the majors like Universal and all that. So ain't nothing in this world handed to you, even if it's you inherited. Like, you gotta I'm not the only child, so I know I couldn't place bets on myself that, okay, my dad's gonna choose me like it's a kingdom or something. It ain't like a kingdom or nothing like that. Nah, this is more like, okay, I got my life, and how my pops operates is he does things on his own, and if you a man, you do things on your own. That's pretty much like how the Knights was raised. Only the girls was kind of like spoiled, and like, all right, baby, you need this, you need that. But like, nah, man, it's just a blessing to be able to. I think I went through every single, you know, journey, and I appreciate the journey. instead of just getting it handed to me.
Exactly. And how long do you think it took you to find your own lane, man? Like you said, you used to rap, you did the VH1 Love and Listens, and you know now I feel like it's picking up momentum, but in a organic way, I should say.
Exactly. Yeah. So like when I started out with rapping, that was coming out of college, fun. Okay, cool. My main goal is to be a songwriter, so I'm making a lot of songs that what we call reference tracks. It's still popping till today. But it's like it was kind of hard for me to maneuver in the industry because the industry is loyal to whoever's in power or whatever. So maybe them people ain't too fond of my pops or who I am, or they may see me as a threat. So it's just a harder journey. So then when I broke off into the real estate, to the reality shows and doing real estate, that showed me that okay, I'm doing the behind the scenes, but it's just too. It wasn't for me, you know. And I was around 23 and all that. Now I'm 29. It's like okay, I'm going through different stages of like okay, I'm in this profession and that profession. Like I'm just experimenting. The best advice I got was to be a sponge.
Man.
And then after that real estate show, man, it got real, man. Like I had to go into my 9-to-5 bag, and
man, that's real,
bro. Like it was a journey though.
Nobody would admit that. You know that? Nobody would say that?
Nah, but that's because hey man, that's them. But like me, bro, that's really the real hard work.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I don't know why we get to knock those 9-to-5 jobs, but that's how you learn the industry. So once I got into an industry of like okay, t-shirt merchandise. I was working for a company that did all the major t-shirts, concerts and all that. From there, I started at the bottom, but the best advice I got from my boss was like, Suge, you gotta be talk to everybody, learn every position, try to learn everything. Be a sponge. And I did that, and I just kept progressing. Next thing you know, I'm having like lunch with this supervisor. The next thing you know, I'm having lunch with the CEO. And he's like, hey man, he's familiar with me. And I'm learning different people. Then I got to my, I'm in different sections. I got to the licensing department. I'm like, yo, this is where I want to be at. This is where people are negotiating the brand or whoever, the band or the artist, to how to get some money for the intellectual property. Called the IPs.
Definitely. Man, that's. So do you think that's your passion right now, or I guess just right now because you don't do everything, huh?
Nah, I'm not doing that. It's definitely something that's consistent for me, and it's a blessing. Like that I was able to make it work for me, and I think that's the part of the journey. But like, man, you gotta it ain't no linear straight line. Like you gotta go through ups and downs to things, and as long as it don't break you, you keep going, you're gonna be straight. That's for anybody. So like. Learning that department and all that, learning how things move, how the logistics. Because I started out just the logistics person. And I'm like, okay, I'm calling other departments. I'm not even the middleman. I'm the bottom. Then I became the middleman. Then I would start working over like shadowing the people, the big bosses of the IPs and all that. So you can't. It ain't no shortcuts to be a boss or be anything. To be successful.
That's real.
You really gotta go through them trials and tribulations.